Okay, Pisces, this is a reading for you for February 2022. Just going to do career money finance on this, although I might pull just a couple of extra cards here in regards to general energies and advice. So I do the Rider-Waite Tarot always, and then I will be doing just pulling a couple of extra cards here. The Archangel Power Tarot cards, that is by Doreen Virtue Radley Valentine, the Fortune Reading Cards by Sharina Starr, and also I'm not sure if I'm going to which ones I'll pull. It just depends on time here, but I've also got Angel Wisdom cards and all of that. But and I've also got the Psychic Tarot. So I might just even throw in, I don't know, just do it random. Okay, so first off, I want to say thank you to all those that follow my channel and certainly appreciate your subscriptions always. And anybody who's stopping by that's new to my channel, really appreciate your time and effort to make it over to my channel. I know that I don't put out regular content. I'm trying to be a little less random, but anyway, life gets busy. So all right, well, let's start off with the fortune cards, I think, and then, yeah, we'll just get right into it. Okay, so starting with the fortune reading cards, we'll just get general energies around career, money, and finance. What is happening for Pisces? Career, money, finance for February 2022. Career, money, finance for February 2022. What's happening for Pisces? Career, money, finance, February 2022. Okay, there's a transformation, some kind of a transition that you're going through. Optimistic time, burning away the things that were previously around you and starting anew. So anything that wasn't serving you, I feel, is just ripping through all of that and starting a new way of life here in a lot of respects. So I feel like you're really going with a fresh start overall. I mean, certainly the cards speak to the energy of, you've got Mountain, know that you're protected as you face your challenges, but remain cautious. And you've also got Phoenix, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. You've got Sun, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead, and Death, a time of natural transition and transformation. So whatever this is here in the month of February, it's really an energy of renewal. So I feel like you're coming out of something that might have been a little heavy for you. And just, or either that, or you're just, as I say, this might have been over the course of months, but for the month of February, I do feel, Pisces, that you're in a period of overall, maybe you were working too hard and this is just you burning away all of the old way of maybe dealing with your life and kind of opening up to something that's a lot more fresh and real in the end. So whatever this was here in this death position here, that was draining you, I feel like you're not in that position where you want to try as hard in the same way, to get ahead. I feel like you're removing anything that was old energy. This kind of stands for decluttering your life, trying to make room for anything that is coming in for you. So this is definitely a transformative card. So you're about ready here to move into new opportunities here with the card of the Sun. So this is also a time of, asking you to be more positive. So maybe if you were in a period of a little heavier energy, this is you moving out of that stagnation and moving into the Sun card. So the Phoenix, of course, is also about rebirthing yourself and getting rid of the old. I mean, there might have been some kind of a major crisis that you're coming out of because you're being transformed by it. I don't feel like it's taking place in the month of February, although there may be a residual. Certainly this is a really significant time for you. These are all really, dominant cards for me, I would say. So I do feel like whatever this was that transformed you, it's making you feel renewed, but it certainly looks like it might have been more of a hard end to kind of reach this point of happiness or renewal. But again, it feels like it's energy, residual energy, so it looks like you've been transforming or going through this for some period anyway. Again, some of you, and it's certainly a freeing time, anything with these two cards here, I feel like you're being freed up, you're looking ahead instead of behind. This is really a time of you being, embracing that new chapter in your life and being able to make your dreams, move forward again. So I feel like it's also a time where finances can improve as well, and whether or not you had any talents, that you were, that you might not have brought to the forefront, I feel like you are exploring that now. I feel in the month of February, you're kind of into that energy of trying new things, is what I would say there. And again, for some of you, I mean, you may be still going through some residual of some heavier energy here, but for the most part, it feels like you're really on top of something here because the energy of renewal is so strong. So there was definitely some kind of struggles around whatever could have been work situation, maybe trying to bring in work or employment. But this one really is still a card of being cautious. So even though you feel like you've learned some lessons and there's kind of a fresh start here, the Mountain card is still, and you are seeing beyond, into the horizons here, but it is still a card of having gone through some struggles, or you may still be going through some struggles in the month of February. But again, the card also indicates that you're very much protected at this time. You also had the moon, the death card here. So again, the transition is safely guarded for you to move forward. So yeah, that's what I would say. Could have been quarrels or any kind of confrontation or something around the energy of the Phoenix as well, but it certainly speaks to some kind of sensitive, emotional time either way. Sometimes there can be energy around the Mountain card about being careful who you trust, but we'll find that out if there's any more clarity in the cards with the tarot when I pull that forward. But right now everything looks pretty optimistic and very good. Like I said, it's like you're rising from the Phoenix, as they say, and you're really moving into an energy of a new positive start here. So, because there's a lot of joy and a lot of energy that comes from kind of a rebirthing process, and certainly with the sun, that is definitely things speeding up ahead, and it's shining a light on healthier times. After you've been renewed through a crisis, right? So there's more communication. I feel communication is better with the Sun card here as well. And I feel like you're kind of kickstarting ahead here again. And it's also about potentially learning new skills. So let's take a look at what the other cards bring through for you, Pisces. Okay, so I think I'm just going to pull a few of the Archangel Power Tarot cards as well. So whoops, I'm not taking those. Okay, what is going on career, money, finance for Pisces for February 2022? And again, general reading could trail out into March for some of you because you're all making your decisions and you're all on a different timeline. So not everybody is in 2 weeks' time going to be making the same choices just because you're Pisces. So there's going to be a residual trailing out a little further. Okay, because energy keeps moving. What's going on February 2022 for Pisces? February 2022 for Pisces. February 2022 for Pisces, career, money, finance, career, money, finance. What are the main energies around career, money, finance for February? All right, so you've got the Moon card again, so it's certainly a time for you to be really focusing on your intuition. There's a Strength card, so you certainly are in a period of trying to wrestle with some things, but move yourself ahead, move forward successfully. So you've got Seven of Raphael, so it's time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, take action, and you might be needing to detoxify, get healthy, that kind of thing. Three of Michael. Threes are usually about creativity. Seven is kind of a magical number and it's more fortuitous, that kind of thing. So things are still moving in a really advancing, broad sort of space. So release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. And that's pretty much what the other cards also spoke to. And of course the Strength card. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. So you're having to maybe forgive people in your past, or forgive yourself, or something that's happened in the past to be able to go forward here and start anew. But with the Moon card, the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, and face your fears and grow stronger is what the advice of those cards would be. So let's get right into since the message is pretty much coming up the same here, I think we should just start with the tarot. Okay, so what's happening in the first 2 weeks for Pisces? What's happening the first 2 weeks for Pisces? Career, money, finance. Career, money, finance. Any opportunities? What do they need to focus on? Career, money, finance for Pisces. Career, money, finance for Pisces in February 2022. Okay, strong drive, wise choices, community or celebration, some kind of connection. Might be networking here as well. What is happening with the Eight of Wands? What's the Eight of Wands? What's coming in quickly? Some kind of communication, or you might be just moving ahead, advancing in some way pretty quick. What's the Eight of Wands? What's the Eight of Wands for the first 2 weeks of February for Pisces? What's going on? Okay, it could be Libra energy, Aquarius, Gemini, some kind of an air sign that you're dealing with, some kind of a clarity. Might be doing some kind of heavy thinking or logic or reasoning or some kind of pursuit in around that. Might have been some kind of a contemplative sort of disappointment as well, but it could have been more of a contemplation around this. But what is the Eight of Wands bringing in with the Queen of Swords? Again, the Strength card. So you're really having to work through some challenge to be able to go forward. What is the Emperor card? What is the Emperor card for Pisces? Okay, well, this wanted to pop out here, but I'm not going to maybe take all those, too many. What's happening with the Emperor? What's happening with the Emperor? Pisces, career, money, finance, Emperor. Okay, dealing with some kind of a corporate energy or dealing with the courts. What is the Victory with the Chariot? Okay, emotional, intuitive, opportunity, blessing coming in the first 2 weeks. Three of Cups. You're celebrating something kind of flirty energy there with the Knight of Wands, but you are moving ahead with something that's emotionally satisfying and fulfilling. What is the Wisdom of the Hermit? Okay, you were really holding back on something. Some of you might be a lawyer, or you might be dealing with a lawyer, something like that, but there is a victory. There's certainly some kind of emotional fulfillment here in the first 2 weeks of February. So I do feel like there is corporate energy. So for some of you, you are definitely getting some kind of a job that's coming through here, because we also have the card of a blessing. But something is moving in your favor with that card as well. So the Chariot definitely speaks to a success of some sort. You've got the Queen of Cups here also. So I definitely feel like you have some kind of, there's some kind of energy around using your intuition, but there's also emotional understanding here, having a real strong lot of emotional cards here, a lot of emotional satisfaction. So I do feel like you have, this could be also in regards to literary pursuits or anything dealing with counseling or anything dealing with the healing arts as well. But it certainly speaks to having, unconditional love or kindness and understanding in a situation. There's some kind of harmony, there's some kind of balance, there's some kind of win in regards to, again, for some of you, this could be a court situation or dealing with, an opportunity, getting a job for others. But it definitely speaks to professionalism here, because I see a lot of cards of strength. The Strength card in itself as well, kind of a take charge energy, something coming in quick in terms of communication, really clear thinking, and for sure it feels like you're dealing with a lot of professionals or authorities in some regard here. But as I say, Queens are also could be dealing with somebody who is a Queen of Cups here as well, which is, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could also represent yourself. But I feel like whatever the path is that you're choosing here in the first 2 weeks of February, again, some of you it trails out a little further into February or possibly March, but it does feel like there is some kind of benefit. There's some kind of advantage for you, some kind of obstacle that you've overcome. Because I feel like, and maybe the obstacle, part of the obstacle here that you've overcome is yourself here, because that Four of Cups is also an energy of feeling, kind of down in the dumps, not really seeing all of the maybe worried about, but it's still a card of balance for sure, and it's still a card of being able to move forward. And especially because it's, again, 3 to 4. I mean, there's advancement, but we also have the Ace. We've got the 10 of Cups. And it just really, to me, speaks to a time of you achieving your goals all around with so many cards. The 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the blessings, the victory card, higher authority, real commitment to something that you're doing. But it's achievement of great things here all around. So, and I feel you're sharing your happiness here in the month of February. There's you being a part of a group here. There's you having, that celebratory community feel or connection to others as well. So, but it could also speak to, you just spending wisely as well, hanging on to your money, and as well with that Hermit card. I mean, I feel like you're spending wisely. You're not excessive. You're clear on where your money is going. Yeah, but overall, it just feels like it's a really strong time for you, especially in that first 2 weeks. The Queen of Swords, as I said, I mean, it could be introducing somebody to the picture here that is an air sign. But we also have there's so many swords in here. Well, I shouldn't say so many. There's just the 2 swords here, but it feels like you're clear about your money. And even if there is communication with somebody who is an air sign with that Queen of Swords, it's still, you being sharp and on top of the game. You're self-sufficient. You can do things here. That's kind of the energy that I get. And it's really about finding that financial success, because again, lots of control, lots of commitment, lots of higher learning, lots of levels of layers of success, and emotional abundance with it. So I feel like you're really looking ahead here and moving things ahead very quickly. Your happiness is kind of spreading. And again, with that King of Swords, very strategic in the way that you move ahead with a situation. I feel like you really set boundaries. I feel like you're really in control, especially in the month of February. Very rational in the way that you're dealing with you're dealing with these authorities or dealing with your position anyway. So definitely leadership qualities all around, I feel, for you, Pisces. And let's just see what's happening in the last 2 weeks. Okay, finances last 2 weeks of February 2022 for Pisces. Career, money, finance last 2 weeks. Career, money, finance. Career, money, finance. What's happening for Pisces last 2 weeks? Okay, there's healing going on, but there's definitely abundance and definitely community feel, still celebrating. All right, so things are still looking pretty good here all around for February. Oops, sorry, I just dropped a card here, which again was the Knight of Wands. So I'm not going to pull that up because it's going to be too much movement here around the table. But it was a Knight of Wands, but I'm not going to put it up there. So what is with the Abundance card, Empress? You could be really starting to look after yourself here as well. And what is the Five of Cups? What is the Five of Cups? What is the disappointment, or what is it that you were having a struggle from or healing from? What is that Five of Cups? Some kind of sadness anyway in the month of February that you're still kind of healing from. Yeah, you're healing from it. There's also a guardian angel around you, somebody that may have passed on as well. What is the Star card? But there's also a sense that you have to wait for something. Good offer coming in. What is the Three of Cups? Still celebrating around the family, around your foundation. There's some good news coming in as well. And again, that was probably part of the blessing and the communication in the earlier part of 2 weeks, of the first 2 weeks. What is the good news coming in here? Okay, some wise choices. So I feel like it's a reward for wise choices that you've made here. And again, the Strength card. So let's just take a look at one last one. Yeah, really advancing yourself, and the money is coming through. So definitely feels like there's some payment of some sort that's coming in toward the end of February, or again, but you're still hard at work here, but there's definitely some celebration, some definite abundance that's coming through. You might be dealing with a younger person here with that Page of Swords as well. But overall, I feel like you're really advancing something, and you've got some kind of money that's coming in here. And it's coming in, the communication for that is coming in for sure pretty swift. But also with that Page of Swords, I mean, it is a card of, bringing forward abilities as well, especially when it's next to the Empress card. I feel like it's, you really getting clear on how to even look after yourself, like I feel like you're starting to maybe take stock of the way in which you deal with your life as far as your health concerns, or the way that you present yourself, or, I don't want to say beautifying necessarily. I mean, it could go, just stands for overall health, because we have a card of protection, we have a card of healing, could be emotional healing and that kind of thing. But I feel like there, with the swords previously, because they were such strong authority cards, I feel like you are challenging something from an intellectual standpoint. So however you're problem solving, it's coming from an intellectual standpoint. So it does allow you to make your decisions, or important decisions, much quicker. I feel like you stand up for yourself here, in regards to something, and you're definitely ready to put something into action. You're ready to put bring some kind of abundance forward, although there's a delay on it. So maybe you're talking about plans to do something that is, that beautifies the home, beautifies yourself, whatever it is. But there's a hold on it somehow. There's some kind of a delay toward that end of the last 2 weeks. But still, and maybe that's money is coming in has been delayed. But there's definitely a feeling of you need to just persevere, wait it out. There's reward for, a choice here, or a reward for something that you've done here in the past. Just persevere through it, and your home stability area is totally fine. Everything looks like you're in celebration mode all around, and a good offer. So maybe there's another offer coming through with another opportunity, as far as advancing you if you're entrepreneurial. There's some more work coming in, and for those of you that are, usually I see an ace as a new opportunity, as a job. So for whoever this resonates with, it feels like it's more along the lines of you getting some kind of rewards for something you're already currently doing. Yeah. So, I mean, outside of that, there's lots of action, a lot of bright ideas I feel coming through for you as well. Because again, strong cards of action, intellectual. You're resolving things, quickly, and certainly from a logical standpoint. And with the Hermit card coming through so many times here, I just feel like you're really relying on your hidden knowledge, really relying on intuitive processes as much as you're intellectual. Even though you're more intellectual in the way that you present it, I feel like you're still in a place of, you might even be doing a little bit of soul searching here as well, emotionally, because of this combination of cards with the healing, with the, and the emotional, the connection to the Strength card and the Hermit. So there might be something on that front that you're still in a little bit of solitude, maybe feeling a little bit disconnected emotionally in some way as well. I mean, you might be looking for some kind of direction in a particular way, but I feel like whatever that is, you're resolving it quickly because there's so many cards here. So regarding the swords and wisdom. But as I said, I mean, I feel like, you're getting more in touch with yourself here again as well. But overall, and that helps, just to keep your stability around the home financially, because you've got a lot of emotional accomplishments, as well as plans, though, might be on hold. As I said, I feel like you might be thinking about how to go ahead and spend some money and do something that might be money coming in, but it looks like there's some plans on hold or yet to come to fruition. Anyway, I will leave it at that. That is just the general energy, like I said, for Career Money Finance for the month of February 2022. And I might just pull one last card, which is cards that my son gave me. And this is the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle, and it's just for advice. What is the best advice for Pisces for February 2022? Best advice for Pisces for February 2022. What do they need to know? February 2022. Okay, the card that comes out is the card of alignment. So these ones I don't know very well because they were cards that came at Christmas. So I will kind of review this and then give you the synopsis. But the card of alignment would be just that. I guess that's really just trying to all right, so this one really stands to speak to you balancing yourself and giving yourself the opportunity to go beyond the tangible. So it's a time for you to develop your intuitive skills and just to allow yourself to step into a higher, authentic way of being. So the card is really kind of focused on your representation of yourself and your meaning to that universal energy. So it really wants you to rely on more intuitive, spiritual energy, because there's some kind of stagnancy that you've been going through, is what the card sort of speaks to. So it's negative energies that might have been revolving, or that you were dealing with, sort of a web of energy that was a little heavier, and it's wanting you to activate your third eye and your crown chakras. So this is a time for you to free yourself up, and you can heal that by using your physical body and healing yourself in terms of any ailments that you might have been dealing with. So if you weren't feeling very well, this is a time for you to look past your fears, start to look after your body, which is really what a lot of the other cards said as well with the General Tarot. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Pisces, for the month of 2022. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight for the month of February. Stay well, keep moving forward, and never give up. And we'll see you in the next read.